Welcome to the origin of taste. Today, we step inside a high-tech facility where the journey of premium dark chocolate begins with raw cacao beans. The air is filled with the earthy scent of raw cacao. These sacks hold the promise of rich flavor, carefully selected for their superior natural quality. Watch as the raw beans are released. Each one is a treasure of nature, dried to perfection, and ready to undergo a rigorous cleaning and sorting process. This waterfall of beans represents the start of our 720-second transformation. We use only the finest cacao, ensuring no additives or fillers enter the line. In this sterile environment, the focus remains entirely on the cacao. Our factory is designed to preserve the integrity of every single bean we process today. Phase 1 begins with cleaning. The vibratory screening system gently but firmly removes any natural impurities, ensuring that only the purest cacao moves forward. Listen to the rhythmic dance of the beans. This mechanical precision is vital for consistency, separating the beans by size and weight for uniform roasting later. Powerful suction systems eliminate every trace of dust. Cleanliness is paramount when dealing with high-percentage dark chocolate, where every detail affects the final taste. Moving along the conveyor, the beans are now free from debris. The green belt contrasts beautifully with the rich, deep brown of the raw cacao. High-pressure air jets provide a final layer of purification. Every bean is scrutinized by the machine to ensure it meets our strict standards for purity. Human expertise meets robotic efficiency. Our technicians monitor every stage to ensure the cleaning process is thorough and the cacao remains undamaged during transport. The vibration is carefully calibrated. Too much could damage the beans. Just enough allows for the perfect separation of the cacao from its environment. This massive infrastructure is dedicated to one goal, creating the perfect base for dark chocolate. Thousands of beans pass through here every single minute. Look closely at the texture. This raw bean contains the complex flavors and healthy antioxidants that make dark chocolate a truly remarkable superfood for everyone. The sound of progress. Each fall and transition brings the cacao closer to the heat of the roaster, where its true character will finally be unlocked. The cleaning stage is nearly complete. These beans are now pristine, ready to enter the heart of the factory for the most critical flavor development step. Advanced sensors confirm the quality. No batch moves forward without meeting the required purity levels, maintaining the high standards of our chocolate production line, pure, raw, and ready. The beans are collected and prepared for the intense heat to transform their bitterness into a sophisticated, deep cocoa aroma. As we move into the roasting zone, the atmosphere shifts. The cool air of the cleaning bay gives way to the warm, inviting scent of toasted cacao. Welcome to the roasting room. This massive drum is where the magic happens, as heat is applied to develop the complex flavor profile of the beans. Tumbling continuously, the beans are roasted evenly. The temperature is controlled with surgical precision to avoid burning, while maximizing the natural oils and aromas. The scent is intoxicating. As the moisture evaporates, the air fills with the deep, nutty aroma that defines the world's most sought-after dark chocolate products. Precision is key. Every degree matters. We monitor the roasting curve carefully to ensure the perfect balance between acidity, bitterness, and the rich cocoa finish. Under the heat, the shells become brittle. You can almost hear the faint crackling as the outer layer prepares to separate from the precious cacao nibs. The rotation ensures that no bean is left untouched. This uniform heat distribution is what creates the consistent quality that professional chocolatiers demand from their ingredients. Once the roast is complete, the beans are immediately discharged. We must cool them rapidly to stop the cooking process and lock in those volatile flavors. Powerful cooling fans work quickly. The rapid decrease in temperature stabilizes the beans, preparing them for the next stage where we remove the outer shells. A quick quality check. The beans have transitioned from a raw, matte brown to a deep, lustrous mahogany, signaling a perfect roast for our chocolate. Now cooled and stable, the beans head toward winnowing. This is where we separate the edible heart of the bean from its protective, fibrous outer husk. The winnowing machine is a masterpiece of engineering. It gently cracks the roasted beans, turning them into a mixture of heavy nibs and light shells. The beans are broken down. What remains are the nibs, the pure essence of chocolate, packed with intense flavor and the natural fats we need. Using gravity and air, the shells are whisked away. The light husks float up into a collection bin, while the dense nibs continue their journey. This is 100% pure cacao. These nibs are free from shells and ready to be ground. Notice the rich, dark color and oily sheen. The husks are a byproduct, often used for tea or fertilizer. By removing them completely, we ensure our chocolate has a perfectly smooth, grit-free texture with a constant flow of pure nibs. This stage is crucial for flavor purity. Even a small amount of shell can introduce unwanted bitterness and graininess. One last vibration to ensure perfect sorting. We are left with only the most flavorful parts of the cacao bean, ready for the intense grinding process. The roasting and winnowing phase is complete. We have successfully unlocked the flavor and refined the texture of our raw material into high-quality cacao nibs. We now move into the grinding room. This is where solid nibs are transformed into a flowing liquid, the very foundation of all dark chocolate. The grinding begins. These massive granite stones provide the pressure and friction necessary to break down the cellular structure of the cacao nibs. As the stones turn, friction creates heat. This warmth melts the natural cocoa butter within the nibs, slowly turning the dry solids into a paste. It starts as a paste. Over hours of continuous grinding, the texture becomes smoother and more fluid, marking the birth of what we call cacao liquor. The transformation is mesmerizing. No milk or additives are needed. The natural fats of the cacao bean are enough to create this luscious, flowing consistency. We grind until the particles are so small they cannot be felt on the tongue. This achieves a silky smooth mouthfeel that defines premium dark chocolate. Course of grinding. Our factory uses multiple units to handle large volumes, while maintaining the artisanal quality of the stone grinding process for every batch. The cacao liqueur is then transferred. This concentrated essence of cacao is the core ingredient for our high-percentage dark chocolate, full of bold, natural flavor. The liquid stays warm to remain fluid. It moves through a network of heated pipes, ensuring that it never solidifies prematurely during the refining process. Accuracy is checked constantly. We measure the particle size in microns to ensure the texture meets the exacting standards required for a luxurious chocolate experience. The liquor pools in our holding tanks. It is pure, potent, and incredibly aromatic, serving as the black gold of the chocolate-making world. Continuous agitation keeps the mixture perfect. We ensure that the cocoa solids and cocoa butter remain perfectly blended throughout this stage of production. Sampling for quality. Before moving to the next stage, our lab tests the liquor for flavor intensity and fat content, ensuring consistency across every batch. Science meets art. By understanding the physical properties of the liquid cacao, we can fine-tune the final tempering and molding processes for a perfect snap. The reflection of excellence. This pure liquid is almost ready. It has the depth, the shine, and the soul of the cacao beans we started with. The liquor is released. It now enters the conching phase, a long and vital process that will polish the flavor and remove any remaining harshness. Conching is where the final personality of the chocolate is formed. These large tanks will knead the chocolate for hours, sometimes even days. Paddles move slowly but with immense force. This constant shearing action further refines the texture and allows unwanted acidic notes to evaporate. Aeration is key. By exposing the chocolate to air and heat, we mellow out the flavor, resulting in a more balanced and sophisticated dark chocolate profile. Look at that shine. The conching process coats every tiny particle of cocoa with cocoa butter, creating a silky texture that melts effortlessly on the tongue. Time is the secret ingredient. We monitor the conching duration precisely, as even an extra hour can significantly alter the final aromatic complexity of the batch. Heat is managed carefully. We maintain the perfect temperature to facilitate the chemical changes that develop the classic, deep chocolate notes we all love. This is the soul of the factory. The constant motion and controlled environment ensure that every drop of chocolate reaches its full potential before molding. Total smoothness. We have reached a point where the chocolate is perfectly refined. No grit, no bitterness, just pure, dark, and elegant cocoa flavor. The weight and viscosity are perfect. This batch is nearing the end of its conching journey, ready to be tempered into its final solid form. The ultimate test. Our experts ensure the flavor profile is exactly as intended. Rich, complex, and without any off notes or lingering acidity. Conching is complete. The liquid chocolate is now ready for the most technical part of the process. Tempering, where we stabilize its crystalline structure. Meet the tempering machine. It will guide the chocolate through a precise temperature cycle to ensure it sets with a beautiful shine and a crisp snap. Thermal precision. We cool and then slightly reheat the chocolate to encourage the formation of stable beta crystals in the natural cocoa butter. The result of perfect tempering is this incredible shine. It's a sign that the chocolate will be stable at room temperature and have a professional finish. The molds are ready. These clean, rectangular forms will give our chocolate its iconic shape, a classic dark chocolate bar divided into perfect squares. Automated precision. The nozzles fill each cavity with the exact weight of chocolate, ensuring consistency across every bar we produce in this high-tech line. The liquid settles. Because it's perfectly tempered, it flows with ease, filling the intricate details of the mold to create a sharp, well-defined bar. Vibration is essential. By shaking the molds, we remove any trapped air bubbles, ensuring the internal structure of the chocolate bar is solid and uniform, perfectly level. The surface is now smooth and bubble-free. The bars are now ready to enter the cooling tunnel to finalize their transformation into the cold. The cooling tunnel will gently lower the temperature, allowing the cocoa butter crystals to lock together and harden the chocolate properly. Gentle cooling prevents bloom. We use a controlled environment to ensure the chocolate sets slowly and evenly, maintaining its glossy appearance and structural integrity. Transformation complete. Emerging from the tunnel, the liquid has become a solid. The chocolate has contracted slightly, making it easy to release from the molds. Release. With a gentle tap, the solid bars fall out of their molds. Their perfect tempering ensures they come out cleanly every single time. Look at that reflection. These bars are a testament to our process. Dark, glossy, perfectly formed. They represent the pinnacle of cacao engineering. Precision in every line. The square grid is not just for aesthetics. It allows for the perfect portioning of this intense, high-percentage dark chocolate. Preserving the quality. The bars move toward the packaging line, where they will be sealed to protect their delicate aroma from the outside world. First comes the foil. This barrier is essential for maintaining freshness and preventing moisture from affecting the chocolate's texture during storage and transport. Luxury in a box. The final packaging reflects the premium nature of the product. Every step, from bean to box, has been handled with extreme care. Final touch. The label confirms the high cacao content, a promise of the intense and authentic flavor experience that awaits the consumer. Ready for the world. These bars will travel far, carrying the story of the cacao beans and the advanced technology that transformed them into art, from the factory to your hand. The journey concludes as we prepare to taste the results of our careful, 720-second industrial process. The reveal. The aroma is released once more, a complex bouquet of roasted cacao, earth, and subtle fruitiness that defines high-quality dark chocolate. Listen to that snap. This sharp sound is the ultimate proof of perfect tempering. The internal structure is dense, smooth, and flawlessly crystalline. A clean break. Notice the absence of any crumbs or uneven edges. This is the result of thousands of hours of grinding and refining. It melts instantly, coating the palate in a wave of deep cocoa flavor. The journey from a raw bean to this moment is truly extraordinary. The machines rest, but the passion remains. Every bar produced here is a masterpiece of balance between nature's gifts and human technological ingenuity. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Experience the pure essence of cacao. Experience the world of premium, high-tech dark chocolate.